HANMEDITATIONs.
Yeah.
What happens is for some days
Just tell your name and Shutanu. Yes.
for some days we control ourselves.
Yes.
And then in a small thing we lose and we feel like we are going back to zero.
Yeah.
Is fail really something, or what is the way out?
Yeah. Question Shutanu asked is very important. We practice something, then we stop. Whatever it is. So is it lost? We feel frustrated after some time. Or is something saved? If you look at this theory, vritti and samskara, what you practice consciously, you think certain things, say certain things and do certain things, that is added, it's never lost. Arjuna in the 6th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, he asks this question. Krishna, you're telling me to practice meditation, spiritual practices and all, but suppose I don't get jnana in this life, if I don't get spiritual realization in this life, then have I lost both this worldly life and also spiritual life? I did not get that realization, Atma Jnana, Nirvana, Moksha, whatever, and I did not enjoy life in this world. I've given up certain things in this world. Have I lost both? Ubhaya vibhrashta. So from both sides I'm lost. And Krishna gives a clear answer. Nahi kaschid kalyanakrita kaschid durgatim tata gacchati. Kalyanakrit, the person who walks on the path of spirituality, spiritual welfare, he never goes to destruction. So this is always added up. If you practice something, let it go, fine, it is there. Next time you practice, whatever you practiced earlier comes to your aid. So you get up at 5 o'clock and hold on to it for at least 21 days. What it does is, it becomes a habit. So habit has its own inertia. Then it becomes easier to wake up after that, at 5 o'clock or 5:30 in the morning. If you do for 2-3 days and abandon it, it remains equally difficult. It's like, if you want to jump across a ditch, you have to take one big jump. You can't take few small jumps, because you fall in the ditch if you try to do that. So, you want to make a new habit, you have to push for 21 days. 21 days is just a figure, 1 month. So both ways, what you do, it is saved, but it's better to hold on to it and do it for some time. Yeah.
So what he's saying is absolutely true, because whenever you want to start a new habit, you have to start doing it consistently. You just have to push through. It's not always going to be easy, but you just have to make it a part of your life. If you want to lose weight and start working out, you can't just go to the gym once. You got to start going to the gym every single day, or at least a few times every single week. You have to keep that pattern going. You have to make an effort to start working out. Same thing with meditation and spiritual practices. You have to make time for it. We're actually reading the Course of Miracles, and in the Course of Miracles, the lesson said that exact same thing that Swami said, where it was talking about meditating for 30 minutes in gratitude to God. And when you're meditating in 30 minutes of gratitude to God, it was saying that don't worry about if you got a message from God now or whatever, but this will always come back to you. It will come back to you in time. And that's how I feel about downloads of information and getting spiritual information, because the downloads will come to you in time. Whenever they're meant to come, they will come. Don't worry about it. Don't have an insistence or resistance on it. Just know that in the perfect amount of time, this information will be there for you, stored in your brain, and it will come to you perfectly. So just know that and have that faith, and just keep working on what you need to work on consistently and practicing it every single day. So do you agree with that, Kelly? Do you think that you should be practicing things consistently on a consistent basis? And do you believe that it takes about 30 days to really get into this practice?
Yeah, I've been hearing that for years, since I was in middle school. I remember one of my teachers said that an average, it takes 21 days to form a habit. And that's just the way it is. Of course, it's not exact, maybe a little more, a little less, depending on what it is, depending on the person. But that is about right. And his metaphor, I've never heard it put that way before, but that was really, really good, saying that if you're going to jump over a ditch, you have to really, boom, push. You can't just take little steps. The fear of discomfort is like a plague. It keeps so many people stuck and complacent with where they are, when they know they need to make this jump. They know they need to do this. They know their life would be better if they just do it. And it happens all the time that people don't want to make that one big jump, that one big uncomfortable jump. It could be a pile of gold on the other side, but they are so afraid to make that one uncomfortable jump. It really is a real thing. And it just comes down to you just have to push yourself to do it. And once you do it, it feels so much better. And you can even see that with small things. You know, we all procrastinate on little things here and there. We come up with little excuses in our head. We do little things that we're comfortable doing. To keep ourselves busy, so we feel like we're doing something, and that's why we can't get to that. But when it comes to making big jumps, that the only reason you're not doing it is because of the discomfort, you have to just push yourself. And that's where discipline comes in. You have to have good discipline in yourself, because you have to respect yourself enough to do it for yourself.
Yeah, it's important not to be in a fearful mind state or not to be scared of discomfort. My principle number 9 is change is always constant. So it's okay to be uncomfortable because you're going to be comfortable later. It's okay to be scared now because you're not going to be scared later. So don't ever let these false beliefs, these false states of mind, limit your choice, limit your decision making, or prohibit you from doing something that can benefit you in the long term, or prohibit you from following your heart and your dreams.
Yeah, and going back to having fear that if you're, learning enough spiritually, at the end of the day, you got to look yourself in the mirror, and deep in your heart, if you're doing all you need to do, everything you can do to advance to where you want to be. So when it comes to spiritual practice, if you feel in your heart that you need to wake up at 5 a.m. and have the first hour meditating, journaling, whatever you feel like you need to do, though, that's what you need to do. You can only control what you need to control, and the rest will follow through. You know in your own mind what you need to do and what you need to handle, and the rest will be taken care of by God and the universe. And it's just like anything, practice makes perfect. You're showing up to do that practice every single day. An athlete isn't expecting to get all they want from one practice, from 7 practices, from a year of practice. But when the game time comes, they know they've done all that practice and that they'll be ready. Or if they didn't practice enough, maybe they won't be ready, but again, that's on them. They have to look at themselves in the mirror every night. So you just have to do all you can do and leave the rest to God.
Exactly. Please spread this video. Please spread this content. Let people know and let people see this content, and let's start a movement to change. Let's start a movement to change the way people think and the way people are in reality, putting out positivity. Thank you guys for watching.
Absolutely. People need this information. It is so good. It's so positive. So share it, like it, comment it, share it with everyone you know that could use it, which is everyone. And if you did like this video, definitely check out these videos on the screen. You will love those. Make sure you're subscribed, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thank you for watching.